this lesson, you will be able to describe musical elements of given romantic period pieces, explain the performance practice, setting, composition, role of composers, performers, and audience during romantic period, and relate romantic music to other art forms and its history within the era. Last quarter, our topic was about the music of classical period where we discussed the sonata, sonata allegro form, and symphony. But before we dive into a new lesson for the third quarter, let me introduce to you an example of romantic music, then click the appropriate react button as you listen to each part of the music being played. Like if the music is calm and peaceful. Heart if the music is cheerful and friendly. And surprise if the music is dark or mysterious. Are you ready? The first part is calm and peaceful. The middle part is cheerful and exciting. The ending is dark and mysterious. The music you have heard is entitled Hungarian Rhapsody No. 2 by Franz Liszt. If you are wondering what a rhapsody is, it is a free-form piece that is meant to express a lot of emotion, a musical style known during Romantic era. The Romantic period started around 1820 to 1910. In this period, the Industrial Revolution created a new middle class in society as the people make more money that made a huge impact on the world's economy. Many composers explored instrumentation, beginning the growth of orchestra and technical standards of instruments. Music became their way of expressing their unique emotion after Beethoven, the composer who bridged the music from classical to romantic era, changed the face of musical style. The emotional experience common in the music, art, and literature of this era was longing, such as longing for love and longing for a better life. Composers also emphasize the importance of individuality and originality of style, focusing on expressive aims and subjects. Nationalism was incorporated in the music at the end of the 19th century, such as Frédéric Chopin's Polonaise, which is famous in Poland until today for its nationalistic theme in his composition. One of the different types of music during the Romantic period is the violin and strings music, which is a composition for violin instrument. Niccolo Paganini is a well-known composer of violin and strings music. He was born in Genoa, Italy, and his musical skills started with playing the mandolin at the age of 5. And he became the most famous violin virtuoso in the world. Some of his famous compositions include the following: La Campanella, 24 Caprices for solo violin, Opera 1 Concerto No. 1 in E minor, and Opera 6 15 quartets for guitar and strings trio. Let's listen to one of the famous compositions of Niccolo Paganini's La Campanella, an example of violin music. Piano music is in three forms such as fantasy, rhapsody, ballad, and nocturne. One of the most famous composers of piano music is Frédéric Chopin. He was known as the poet of the piano from Zalezowa, Poland. He began to play piano at the age of 4 and composed polonaise at the age of 7. Some of his compositions, like mazurkas and polonaise, express his love for Poland. Chopin was known for his different types of piano music. Ballad is a verse form or narrative that is set to music. An example of ballad is Ballad No. 1 in G minor. Nocturne is an instrumental composition of a pensive, dreamy mood. An example of a nocturne is Nocturne Opera 9 No. 2. Etude is a piece of composed for the development of a specific technique. An example of an etude is Etude in E minor. Mazurka is a Polish dance in triple time signature. An example of a mazurka is Mazurka in D minor, Opera 7, number 1. Polonaise is a slow Polish dance in triple time that consists of a march or procession. Prelude is a short piece of music that can be used as a preface and introduction to another work or may stand on its own. An example of prelude is Prelude in E minor. Waltz is a German dance in triple meter. An example of waltz is waltz in C sharp minor. Impromptu is a short, free-form musical composition. An example of an impromptu is Fantasy Impromptu, Opera 66. And last, scherzo. It is a musical movement of a playful character, and an example of scherzo is Scherzo number 2 in D minor, Opera 31. Another famous composer of piano music is Franz Liszt. He was known as the virtuoso pianist and was born in Dobrujan, Hungary, and was known for his symphonic poems where he translated great literary works into musical compositions. He made piano transcriptions of operas and famous symphonies. Some of his piano works are La Campanella, Un Sospiro, Sonata in D minor, and symphonic poems such as Hamlet and Les Preludes. And last is Robert Schumann. He was born in Zwickau and was a composer and music critic. Robert Schumann wrote numerous write-ups and often wrote under two pseudonyms such as Eusebius and Florestan. Some of his famous piano works are the following: A Beg Variation, Opus 1 in 1830, art songs such as Frohen Leb und Leben and Dichter Lied. And last, orchestral music such as Piano Concerto in A minor, Opus 54, Overture, and Scherzo. Now, let's see if you can analyze the elements of some of the romantic music. Listen and tell what instruments are used and its texture, melody, and tempo. You can write your answers in your activity notebooks or you may type your answers directly to the comment section below. The first music is Liebesträume number 3 or also known as Love Dream by Franz Liszt. What are the instruments used? Is it piano or orchestral instrument? If your answer is piano, you are correct. What about the texture of the music? Is it monophonic, homophonic, or polyphonic? The correct answer is homophonic. What can you say about its form? Is it in AAA, AB, or ABA form? If your answer is ABA, you are correct. What is the tempo of the music? Is it slow, moderate, or fast? Very good! The music has a fast tempo. The second music is entitled Revolutionary Etude, Opera 10, number 12 by Frédéric Chopin. are the instruments used? Is it piano or orchestral instruments? If your answer is piano, you are correct. What about the texture of the music? Is it monophonic, homophonic, or polyphonic? The correct answer is homophonic. What can you say about its form? Is it in AAA, AB, or ABA form? The form used in the musical composition is ABA. What is the tempo of the music? Is it slow, moderate, or fast? Very good! The music is slow. The third music is entitled Nocturne Opera 9 No. 1 in B flat minor by Frédéric Chopin. What are the instruments used? Is it a piano or orchestral instrument? If your answer is piano, you are correct. What about the texture of the music? Is it monophonic, homophonic, or polyphonic? The correct answer is homophonic. And what can you say about its form? Is it AAA, AB, or ABA form? Correct! Its form is in ABA form. And last, what is the tempo of the music? Is it slow, moderate, or fast? Very good! The music is slow. Good job, grade 9 students! For your assignment, listen to the music of Franz Liszt entitled Liebesträume No. 3 or also known as Love Dream, and draw your own interpretation in an Oslo paper. Write a brief description of your drawing. So there you have it, grade 9 students. I hope you enjoyed listening to the music of the Romantic period and learned a valuable lesson today. I'll see you again on our next musical journey. Once again, I am Mrs. JAMILEEN Joy V. BUEN. Have a good day and stay safe, everyone.